Since 1979, the NASCAR season has started with an all-out shootout for cash. The names have changed, the money has exploded, but the idea is the same: win at all costs. Strap in, everyone. The Bud Shootout edition of NASCAR Race Day is next.
Tonight, the boys get back to work and shoot 'em up on the beach for 70 laps of points-free carnage. And we've got you covered to kick the season off right. Drivers, the best track, and a race for bragging rights. Hey, a win's a win. Stick with us till the flag drops and get your racing on. NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot, is next on Speed.
Bent sheet metal, bent tempers, and we haven't even raced yet. It's time to start the 2008 season, old style, under the lights on a Saturday night. One race, 1 week before the 500. It's Bud Shootout time, and we are in for a great deal of excitement. Good evening, everyone. I'm John Roberts, and welcome to NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot. Back for another season, alongside of Mr. Excitement, Jimmy Spencer, and Kenny Wallace. And if anybody is excited to start this season, it's these two guys right here.
One second here.
What's he doing?
It's a new year. I am so proud to be on the Home Depot show presented by Race Day, presented by Home Depot. But I have to tell you something. I'm sorry. I really am sorry if I make anybody mad this year, 2008.
Hey,
that's not going to happen.
I tell you what, I like it that Spence gave you a pre-apology because he makes everybody mad, but I got to tell you, that started with Kenny Schrader at Bristol years ago. We'd get ready to run the Bristol race. Schrader would go around the drivers.
I remember.
He'd come up and go, "Hey, Herm." I'd say, "What, Schrader?" He'd go, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Because I'll probably run into you tonight." So Spencer's apologizing to all of you right now.
All right, well, NASCAR last night was asking a couple drivers to apologize. We're only a couple of days into the 2008 season. We've already got our first bit of controversy between Kurt Busch and Tony Stewart. So to give you a little background, let's show you the history from last year between these two drivers. Got to go all the way back to the 2007 Daytona 500. Tony Stewart, one of the favorites to win, as was Kurt Busch. Both cars were taken out early in this race. In fact, lap number 154, they were done. And now we move on to Dover. They apologized, shook hands, and went away their separate ways during that race. But this one, a little bit different. It was Tony and Kurt once again. But afterwards, this is what got NASCAR upset. Not only was there the incident on the racetrack, but look what happened on pit road. And remember what happened after this? A big fine, points and money to Kurt Busch afterwards. Now let's move ahead to last night. And here's what happened in Budweiser shootout practice.
This is practice, Johnny. The 2 and 20, once again, bam. Who's at fault? I don't know. I just think that was more racing, not giving and taking. The 2 car and the 20 car. Give me a break, guys. It's practice. Kurt moves up. Yes, but Tony could lift a little bit here. You know what I'm getting at, Kenny? I mean, let's face it. There was no give and take in that situation.
It reminds me of Allen Iverson, the basketball player. It's practice.
Kenny, this is where he's wrong. Look at this. Once again, bam. Come on, we're aiming on pit road. The cars are under caution. Kurt Busch, you are wrong for doing that. You cannot do that, Kenny.
Well, one thing I have to say, before anybody throughout the United States tries to separate these two, they are both champions. They both have great car control. But most importantly, they both are the same-minded people. They're both brutally in control of their careers. They know what they're going to do. And I'm going to tell you what, I've seen Tony Stewart do the same thing. But yet, you get him one-on-one at a dirt track at Eldora. These two guys were best friends last year. You get both of them one-on-one in the RV lot, and they're the nicest people. And I'm going to tell you what, Spence, they are the same people. Look at these guys. They are like boxers. They are in the ring, and they battle royale every year.
And Kenny, this is where I think if you watch, Kurt tried to turn at him, and then the crew member.
There's what they did with that car. They fixed it.
But Guys, the thing is that I'm not for what happened on the racetrack. I think that is part of the sport. Yes, it was practice. They should have give and take a little bit. But what I'm against, and it's not just what happened last night, but no driver should run into one another under caution like that.
Hey, guys, now here's where some confusion has come up. Brian France, in his initial State of the Sport address earlier in the year, he said he wanted these guys to show their true emotions, to get back to the basics and the emotion of racing. And then Mike Helton also said in the TV meeting, we're going to let these guys be these guys. But I don't think they were talking about taking out emotion on pit road when there's other guys around with these big weapons in a race car.
Well, let me say this, race fans. This is the first true test for our sanctioning body of NASCAR. First of all, let me tell you something. All of us, including all of you at home, we turned our TV on this morning. I'm talking every newspaper, every big outlet throughout the United States. What was the #1 sporting news? This altercation between Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch has taken NASCAR to the top. It is bigger than anything right now, this little altercation. Now what we got to do, Spence, all eyes on NASCAR. What are you going to do? Because you said, and Jim Hunter said it last night, well, looks like the NASCAR is back. I'm excited. Do you think they're going to leave them alone, Jimmy?
Well, I think they will. I don't think it warrants a fine or anything, and from the standpoint, reason being it was practice and stuff, but they do got to put a starch warning on every driver, not just Kurt. Do not mess on pit road or under caution.
So there's still a lot more to talk about on this very exciting night to start the season, the first competitive racing of the year, and the first ever in this new race car here at Daytona. For the latest, let's go inside to Wendy Venturini. Wendy, good evening.
Thanks, John. Can I just say I have the greatest job in the world? 2 minutes ago, I was in a fire suit covering Michael Annett win here at Daytona in the ARCA race. Hey, now we're in the Cup garage, did a little bit of wardrobe change while you guys chatted, so thanks. But let's talk about Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch. Quite the controversy going on here in the Cup garage. Now, of course, it all started yesterday, as you just saw in the video. What happened last night, we kind of talked about it on Speed on NASCAR Live earlier today. Supposedly, there was a little bit of a punch maybe thrown between the two drivers, but as NASCAR's Jim Hunter said, what happens in the NASCAR hauler stays in the NASCAR hauler. See the 20 car behind me? They fixed their car. Check out the two of Kurt Busch. He did not, they did go to a backup, and the 20 decided to keep their primary car. They worked on it all last night, but the two of Kurt Busch does have that backup car out. As for Tony Stewart, those guys stayed an hour later last night, came in an hour earlier tonight. And, you know, the drama, it's still here, guys. And it's only the start of the season. I can't wait to cover it all right here on NASCAR Race Day.
Yeah, but you know what I heard, Wendy, was that there was a door in the NASCAR hauler or something that bumped him in the eye. Something like that.
Are you telling me?
Is that what we're going to read on the internet?
Does Kurt Busch have a black eye from the door hitting him?
There's something hit him. I don't know.
I wonder what it was. Would it have
Now,
been?
guys, whatever happened in the NASCAR hauler, we may or may not ever find out the truth because that was behind closed doors. But does this carry over to the racetrack tonight?
No, I don't think it does. Is it over? No, I do not think it's over. But I think they're smart enough to realize that this has to stop now. But they're not smart enough to say, you know what, if the right opportunity comes, I'm going to take your ass out.
And your car, too.
I got to tell you something. I don't think this is over, but I know all of you at home, and me including, I'm going to watch this race tonight just to see if it's not over.
Yeah, just think, Bristol's in what, 5 weeks from now?
A lot to look forward to.
Anywhere. Yeah, we got a lot to look forward to on this first edition of NASCAR Race Day of the season. The stars of NASCAR will be by to talk to us about this all-star shootout tonight, and also we'll get you fired up for the first competitive racing of the year here at Daytona.
NASCAR Race Day is built by the Home Depot, NASCAR's home improvement warehouse, and brought to you in part by Advance Auto Parts. Keep the wheels turning.
Back to the pre-Bud Shootout edition of NASCAR Race Day, and here was another incident that happened in Bud Shootout practice last night. And Ryan Newman, Jimmy Johnson, and Jeff Gordon also got the worst end of this, as well as Ken Schrader in the number 21. Hermie Sadler is standing by. Actually, I'm sorry, that's Bill Elliott. Actually, right now, Hermie Sadler is standing by with one of the cars involved, driver Ryan Newman.
Well, thank you, JR. Standing by with Ryan Newman, getting ready for what we know will be an exciting Bud Shootout. But you guys have had some excitement already this weekend, Ryan. Tell us about your crash last night in practice and what kind of setbacks that caused your team getting ready for tonight's race.
Well, it was just unfortunate. kind of wrong place, wrong time. Clinton kind of put me in a bad position, and then put me in a really bad position. But it was either swerve to the right. I saw him on the inside of me. Swerve to the right and hit the guy on the outside of me and take everybody up towards the wall, or hope he was going to back out. He said he backed out. He just misjudged and caught my bumper and spun me down in the apron. I stayed in the gas and spun back up the racetrack and took out a bunch of innocent cars. But it's unfortunate. It's crazy for all the things we had happen yesterday to be in practice. It makes you wonder what's going to happen tonight.
I was going to ask you that question. Now, your accident wasn't a product of a Neil handling car because you got run into on the straightaway, but guys are talking about the cars handling not necessarily bad, but different than we've had here in the past. Is that going to be something to keep our eyes out for tonight? How exciting is this going to be?
Well, nobody's done, a full fuel run, or nobody's done, per se, a 50-lap segment to know what we're going to expect. So we'll have to see how the cars handle when they get really, really old tires. We've had a little bit of a tire wear issue, and we'll see how things go tonight. Hopefully the track being rubbered up here again after the ARCA race will be better.
We know it's going to be exciting, JR, and Greg Newman's father, Greg, his spotter, celebrating their birthday. I know Ryan would like to get him a victory lane present tonight in the Bud Shootout. JR?
Hey, a win in the Bud Shootout would be an excellent present for anybody tonight. Now, 11 of the 23 cars involved in this Bud Shootout were involved in some type of accident, somehow damaged last night. That is a great deal of cars out of that field when normally practice is pretty tame.
Well, it was, but I think that incident between Clint Bowyer and Ryan Newman was a learning experience for everybody. The closure rate, the 07, the closure rate fans, these guys are with a 364 or a 370 gear, a lot more horsepower, a lot different car than they've had here in the past. And I don't think that they anticipate how quick they're catching cars. I don't think, Kenny, they realize how much more brake. We heard Dale Earnhardt earlier on the week in Speed say, I put 1,400 pounds of brake pressure to slow my car down. So I think it's a learning process for these Cup drivers.
I agree, Jimmy Spencer. And let's talk about the mindset. Why are these drivers driving so hard in practice? Well, I can tell you from experience, when you get in practice, I mean, you tend to think you're running for a trophy. I mean, that's just the way it is. It takes a lot of, I guess, restraint on a driver when you got in practice to remind yourself it's just practice. So here's Clint Bowyer. He gets a run. He's like, I see a hole. I'm going to go there. Well, it's not that big of a hole. And then all of a sudden we have a big wreck. You ask yourself, why do they do this in practice? Me and Spence, we've done it our whole career. You get out there in practice, Spence, and you forget. You're racing.
You also got to try to get the most out of your car so you know when you go to the race tonight, I've got everything I had available.
Now, what kind of advantage is it for the guys who are in the Bud Shootout tonight when it comes to the 50th running of the Daytona 500? When we come back, we'll talk about that and other subjects. There's also a little matter of about $250,000 to the winner.
Jeff Gordon's car.
Drivers who won poles in 07 and 5 past winners of this All-Star Shootout will race in the 30th anniversary of this All-Star spectacle. But is it just a race, or is it a practice session for the 50th running of the Daytona 500?
A huge advantage for the teams that aren't in the Bud Shootout are going to struggle, certainly, with getting up to speed. And what we're going to learn.
I think it's a huge advantage. I think it'll give us a step up on the guys that don't run it. We'll be better prepared. We'll have a better idea of what to watch out for or what to work on throughout practice getting ready for the 150s, rather than just saying, I think this is what's going to happen when we get in traffic, or I think this is what's going to happen when I get behind 20 cars. We're actually going to know.
Unfortunately, I'm not in the Budweiser Shootout, so it'll be good to see exactly what happens in that race, to watch it on TV, to kind of see how you can move around and dice around and stuff like that. But you still want to be able to feel that real sensation of being in the car during the race in order to see exactly what your stuff would do.
You know what, the 150s sort of offer the same thing. So I think, between in the Bud Shootouts at night, so it doesn't offer you a true experience as much so as the 150s really will. But yeah, I think it's an advantage.
Guys that are in that race will be able to have a much more clear picture of what racing these cars is all about. Fortunately, Clint and the 07 group, did a good enough job to get in the race. So we're gonna lean on them a lot. We're gonna need to. We're gonna have to.
The half of the field that doesn't get to run, all they're gonna do is all they can do is base it off of, what happens in practice. And, the race situations are always different than what practice ends up being. So, I think it's good. It may not be exactly like what the race is going to be, but I think it does give us a little bit of an advantage to at least get some track time in a race situation and find out what these cars are going to do.
Now, in years past, it's been an advantage, but this year it's a distinct advantage because of this new race car. Anytime you can have it on the track, Spencer, it is going to be an advantage to learn.
Oh, it is. I think there's two scenarios. The crew chiefs are going to be looking at a lot of different things, but the drivers are also going to be looking at a lot of different things. And the situation, Tony Stewart, we saw there, where he got himself in a situation 3 wide, didn't really like it. I think the thing is tonight you're going to watch a lot of 3 wide racing. How do you pass? You know, and I know, Kenny, that the thing is that what you learn is that this car will draft a little bit different than the car you've had in the past. Is it going to be better to be down low? Is it better to be going to be weight to pull out?
And, you know, one thing I would like to bring up is that, okay, we can beat this like a horse. You know, we can talk about how much of an advantage it is. Let's talk about the pride aspect. You got to remember, this 30th annual running of the Bud Shootout, Spence, me and you both have been in it. It's very prideful. So for the drivers that are not in it, they are sad, they are jealous, they're rooting their teammate on. Remember, there are no more single-car teams but a couple of them. So all these cats out here tonight have teammates. Either they're going to be watching them. So one thing we haven't talked about yet is what does that driver feel like that is not in it? Well, he wants to be in it, darn it, so he's ready to get out there and qualify tomorrow. He's ready to get out there and practice, and like Jeff Gordon said, the drivers that are not in it are ready to get into that 150, especially those that are locked in the top 35 in the points. So one thing we haven't talked about is the pride aspect, just how neat it is, you know, for the little trinkets that you get and all the posters that you're on.
I think the thing is, though, too, is the advantage will be used, and Jeff Burton brought it up. We are going to really, really rely on our teammates. And don't forget, Thursday's duels are on speed. I can't wait.
Now, if you're watching like a fan, instead of being a driver in the race, these drivers now become fans. When you watch the Bud Shootout, what do you watch for this year?
Oh, I think you watch for the closure rate. I think you watch for what we saw Tony Stewart's car do. We're having a lot of problems with the cars bouncing. The shock absorbers that are on these cars, mandated by NASCAR, about 4 or 5 years old. I think NASCAR needs to look at some things. Naturally, they are. They're going to start looking at these, listening to some of these crew chiefs, what they need to do. And that's going to be the big thing, Kenny. What happens with the shocks? Because they are what NASCAR gives you in the rear of the car.
There are a lot of things to look for. Let me tell you something. NASCAR has put a lot on this. I mean, NASCAR created this car. NASCAR has sent out all points bulletin that this car is going to change the face of NASCAR. It's going to be incredible. But one thing I think that's really going to happen in tonight's Bud Shootout and the Daytona 500 is this is almost going to be like the truck race. Because like Jimmy Spencer said, watch this race, fans. Years ago, we used to just do this. Now the cars are going to do like this. Watch. Woo! And you're going to be flying up there, and the driver's going to go, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to try to pass him. And that's just what the trucks are like.
And let's hope that doesn't result in
I always
disaster.
like when Kenny does that.
Sound effects as well. Folks, still to come.
Watch it.
What? Do it again.
Oh, no, where am I going to go?
My man, Herm.
Oh! I'm going here.
And that's really what it looks like. Folks, still to come on this edition of NASCAR Race Day. Kyle Busch comes by to join us on the stage, and we will get the real deal behind Joe Gibbs Racing. The Gatorade Duel at Daytona is live exclusively on Speed, and if you want to call in sick to work so you can watch it on Speed or come out here to the track, Spencer's got plenty of blank doctor's notes you can borrow. Fill in your excuse and sign them by Dr. Spencer himself. This is NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot, and we are counting down to the 30th running of the Budweiser Shootout, which can be seen at 8 o'clock tonight on Fox. We want to get you caught up to speed right now on what's been going on so far. Get that thing out of the way. Anyway, we're having a good time out here in front of the Daytona International Speedway on a very historic evening as we are about 1 week away from the 50th running of the Daytona 500 itself. Let's catch you up on what's gone on so far. Thursday night, it was the drawing, and Kurt Busch drew pole position in that blue beer car for the Budweiser Shootout. Imagine that. And then we already had some action going on the racetrack. Ryan Newman and Clint Boyer get into it. A bunch of cars taken out in that practice wreck. And then this one got a little bit more wild other than just the wreck. In all, 11 cars out of the 23 were damaged. A little extracurricular activity by Kurt Busch and Tony Stewart on the racetrack has captured many headlines throughout the country. Earlier today, after some wreck-em-up itself on the ARCA REMAX Series, as Kyle Krisloff goes for a spin, takes out a bunch of cars along the way with him, but it was young Michael Annett from Bill Davis Racing who captured the first checkered flag of Speed Weeks. It's his second win. His last was at Talladega, so he's got one on each of the big tracks in NASCAR in the ARCA REMAX Series. Now today, it was pole qualifying practice on the racetrack. Jimmy Johnson, one of the cars that everybody's watching this year. But you know what? Tomorrow in qualifying, we're not going to be watching cars like Jimmy Johnson. They're locked in this Daytona 500. We're going to be watching cars like the one driven by Kenny Wallace. Kenny, tell us your situation and what your gut feels right now.
Well, tomorrow, you know, qualifying starts at 1:30. I'm in the number 87 Furniture Row. Well, it says Denver Mattress on it. Furniture Row builds Denver mattresses. But, you know, tomorrow, and Spence can talk about this, there I am. It looks like Joe Nemechek's car, except Joe Nemechek's number 78. Race fans, the window of opportunity to make the Daytona 500 is so small. Remember this, and Spence, me and you can discuss this. 35 cars are locked in. There's 51 cars here. You know, I mean, you take and add that Champions Provisional. I mean, there's only about 6 or 7 cars that are going to get in. They're going to put 3 in on speed.
3 in on speed.
3 in on speed, 1 Champions Provisional. I feel like somebody's going to use that.
So very simply put, or as simply as we possibly can put this, the 3 top qualifying cars tomorrow out of the Go or Go Homers will be in. Basically, there are 19 Go or Go Home cars that will be battling for 7 positions overall, but that is throughout the qualifying process, the Gatorade Duel, and then sometimes we do refer back to speed after that, Jimmy.
Think about this. Kurt Busch, past champion. Bill Elliott, past champion. Dale Jarrett, past champion. Only one of those guys can use the past champion. Schrader. Michael Waltrip. We know how great drafter he is, but you know what? He's not in. Joe Nemechek in the Furniture Row car. Boris said. Bottom line here, Kenny, we're looking at 3 cars only tomorrow.
And the yellow drivers, the drivers' names in yellow you saw right there were the ones who were the fastest in the practice session. Now, we know practice doesn't pay a check, and it doesn't get you in the Daytona 500, but those were the fastest.
Okay, and I want to say this. You're looking at me here on TV, but I'm going to tell you this. On Thursday, I'm either going to make this race or I'm going to wreck because I'm putting it on the line. I want to be in the Daytona 500, and I'm going to take chances. Now, there's something that Dick Trickle taught me. You must first finish to finish first. But I'm going to tell you something. If it comes down to the last lap or 2, and there are holes there, I'm going to go if the hole is a little bit there because this is my job. They have worked. They have spent $200,000-$300,000 on this race car. I'm not going to go back with this race car all pretty and miss this race. I'm not going to take people out, but I'm telling you, if the hole is this small in the last lap, I'm going to take it.
You have to. And I think the thing is, what we're looking at here is you can't start the season in the hole. We saw a lot of teams miss this top 35. I'm not liking this top 35, but that's the rules. We have to live with it. But you got guys like Jacques Villeneuve. You've got guys like, Dario Franchitti and those guys are in. But then you've got the 10 car of Dario Franchitti. I'm sorry.
Patrick Carpentier.
Patrick Carpentier. You've got a guy, a past champion, Bill Elliott. Dale Jarrett, previous 500 winners. Kurt Busch probably is going to use his provisional. That means that the 44 of Dale Jarrett or the 21 Wood Brothers car has to make it on speed. Gonna be mind-boggling tomorrow. Just 10.
You know what? And Spence, I hear you. And you know what? I love the Formula One drivers, the IRL drivers, but basically all of them have went into top 35 cars. So what's that done? That's taken Dale Jarrett, Michael Waltrip. I mean, some great race car drivers. Bill Elliott, Rudeman. They're outside looking in.
Hey, how about Vickers?
And Roger Penske says, okay, Kurt Busch, you're the most recent champion. We're going to kick you out. Kurt Busch's Miller Lite car is parked down there with the bozos right now. He's outside the garage area because he gave Sam Hornish his points. So listen to this.
That was an advantage of the rules.
The Miller Lite car, if he has any problem, he's going to take the Champions Provisional.
And Kurt Busch gets it because he is the most recent past champion out of the 3 that may need it. But it is possible, guys, if we look at testing and qualifying, and again, you can't, qualifying practice, and again, you can't put everything into that. But if you look at that, it is quite possible that we may see Toyotas on the front row, or perhaps an unsponsored Ford on the front. Somebody's going to be up there, and we may have all 7 of the spots for the Go or Go Homers taken by Toyotas. We'll keep an eye on that and other stuff as we get ready for the Bud Shootout.
Yeah, we know we're weird. But you missed us, didn't you?
My name's Rusty Wallace from 30 years ago. How do I look, buddy?
more of whatever this is ahead. NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot.
Well, the excitement is building in the garage area. Welcome back, everyone, to NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot. A classic Saturday night shootout under the lights at one of the most famous sporting venues in the world, the Daytona International Speedway. To get an idea of exactly what's going on down in the garage area, let's check in with Wendy Venturini.
Thanks, John. We're here with Chad Knaus, who's going to talk about, oh my goodness, what happened last night and what's happened in the last 24 hours. Your guys back at the shop have been hard at work.
Yeah, it was obviously very stressful when we had that accident in the last practice there yesterday evening actually, and we had to get a hold of the guys back at the shop and see what we had for a race car. We had 3 cars down here, but we didn't want to take our backup Daytona 500 car and put it in the Bud Shootout because we didn't want to take a chance on that car actually getting into an accident and then not having a backup for the Daytona 500. So the guys had to go through and rebuild a car and get it down here and got it to us here about 8:30 this morning. So they really had to work hard last night.
So 8:30 this morning, the car rolled in. It's the car that's going to race in the shootout. I don't know, is it worth all this trouble? It seems like a lot of work for one race for the Budweiser shootout.
It is. It was a lot of work for one race, but you have to think that the main reason why we're here is to win the Daytona 500. So if something was to happen in the 150 or in one of the practice sessions, we need to have a good super speedway backup car that we can take and put in the Daytona 500, and not potentially this car, because if we had raced this car in the shootout or the backup car in the shootout, crashed it, and then crashed our primary car maybe in the 150, then maybe we'd be racing this car that we just brought down from Charlotte in the Daytona 500, so we would not have had a shot. So we had to play our cards, and strategize just a little bit, but I think it's going to work out.
You know, I really feel we saw something last night. We hadn't seen a shortage of cars in the Cup garage. Everybody was scrambling. You were on your cell phone trying to coordinate, trying to get cars here, and it was all across the board in the garage area. Why is that a problem with the new car? Is that what it is, a shortage of chassis?
Well, it is. It takes a long time to get the cars certified, get the bodies on them, to get them through, get them built. And we've only got 2 super speedway cars, to where in years past what you could do is, as you have built 2, the next year maybe you would build another one, and then you would build another one. Then you would have like the year before's car that you would have for a backup, and you would have those cars kind of sitting around. Now, by the time we get to Talladega, we're going to have our 3 super speedway cars. We won't have an issue if something like that happens. We will have the 3 cars legitimately there at the racetrack. It's just kind of poor timing, actually.
Yeah, thanks, Chad. Good luck to you tonight. I know he seems a little stress-free, so that's good. Good to see him in such a good mood. But, man, what drama in the last 24 hours, and it's caused a lot of extra work for these crew guys back at the shop. John?
Wendy, thanks a lot. And sometimes that's when that group does their best work, is when they are under pressure. Have you ever wondered what the real deal is behind Joe Gibbs' move to the NFL and now back to NASCAR? Stick around. We will find out later on NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot.
Papa Joe's moved back from the gridiron to the grid. Is he ready for the challenge again? Gibbs deals it to Wendy.
I definitely feel like I made the right decision. I think it was the right time for me. I knew when I went to football it was going to be for a limited amount of time, and I felt like now's the time. I'd love to have been able to win a championship. It didn't work out that way, but it was important for me to get back here.
Straight ahead, NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot.
All come down to this. Out of turn 2, Donnie Allison in first. Was a fight between Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison. The tempers overflowing. They're angry. They know they have lost. And what a bitter defeat. To bring his crew to victory lane.
Great memories from years past. Now, NASCAR Race Day comes back your way next week, leading up to the Gatorade Duel, which is on speed as well, Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Then we will have our 50th running of the Daytona 500 issue of NASCAR Race Day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And that show will feature the King, Richard Petty, with a real deal interview with Wendy Venturini. Let's take a look at a quick sample of that interview, which you will see on Race Day next Sunday.
No. Look, when we went through the tunnel the first time, there was nothing in the infield. There might have been one building over an inspection area, but I don't remember. There was nothing. A little bitty grandstand that probably held 25,000 people or something. But it looked like it was 5 miles from the tunnel to turn 1 and 2, so there was nothing there. And then from the pre-race deal, it was just just another race. They were excited to get it opened up and all that, but compared to what it is today, it's 0-0.
This is NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot, our first edition in 2008 in high definition. We are just outside of one of the most famous sporting venues anywhere, the Daytona International Speedway. We have already had fireworks on the racetrack in Budweiser shootout practice as Kurt Busch and Tony Stewart got into it, but right now we have a record large field of 23 cars who are going all out for the gold in the 30th annual Budweiser shootout. And Jimmy, I know you love this race because it takes you back to your roots. Saturday night racing under the lights.
No points on the line, a lot of money, a lot of bragging rights the rest of the week. What I'm excited about is that this is the first time that we're racing the new Sprint Cup car under these conditions. The big thing is that Junior is my man tonight. I think the 88 car is going to be tough. He stayed out all this excitement. He's focused. I think he's coming home with it, Kenny.
And I got to tell everybody up there in the Northeast, all this snow and everything, I cannot believe that you are not down here. How could you? I mean,
it's snowing in Pennsylvania.
Listen, quit your job. Come to Daytona.
You can move in with Kenny.
There is no way in my life of being a racer that I could be in Missouri or North Carolina. Spence, behind us, there are thousands of people. You can't see us. There are thousands of people pouring in here, and you are at home. Quit your job and come to Daytona.
And then Kenny Wallace will gladly pay all the bills for you once you do quit that job. We can guarantee at least you'll have fun when you come down here. You know, when Buddy Baker won this race back in 1979, he took home a paycheck of $50,000. When Tony Stewart won it last year, Tony's paycheck was $215,000 plus. So the money has changed, but the idea has stayed the same. And along the way, we've seen a lot of great racing history.
Back in 1979, Jimmy Carter was President of the United States. A loaf of bread was 47 cents. Gas was 86 cents a gallon. And on February 11th, NASCAR ran its first Budweiser shootout, which was called the Busch Clash back then, and for its first 19 years.
The finish line, here they come. A difference of $32,000 goes to Buddy Baker over Darrell Waltrip in second place.
Comprising of the previous season's pole sitters, as well as past winners, the shootout was a fast, simple dash for cash that kicked off Daytona Speed Weeks.
The season starts with fireworks. Denny Hamlin, the rookie, wins the Budweiser shootout.
Qualifying for the shootout is quite unique, where raw speed isn't as important as the luck of the draw.
15. Wow.
That's the one, huh? That's the one! While the starting position is random, the finishing order is anything but.
Yarbrough on the inside. Bonnet throws the block. Give it to Bonnet. 2 years in a row, he wins the Clash. And for the 5th time, checkers come out on the man in black. Dale Earnhardt has done it.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. started last and will finish first in the Bud Shootout.
The Budweiser Shootout has seen many changes in its 30 years, but the goal has always been the same, and the action always fierce.
Oh, trouble! Right in the wall, hard. Schrader in the wall, hard. Jarrett the winner. Gordon second.
NASCAR's top cup drivers vying for bragging rights and a big payday.
Tony Stewart wins his 3rd Budweiser Shootout as Elliott Sadler and Denny Hamlin come across the line in a shower of sparks.
And for that all-important momentum heading into the great American race and beyond.
What a great bit of history this has been. You know, isn't it kind of strangely ironic that a race that rewards guys who qualified well throughout the year doesn't have a qualifying session, that you do it by luck of the draw? Anyway, I was just thinking about that anyway. But
it's kind of like life.
Hey, don't you want more of these races, or should we keep just 2 per season to make them special, to make them what they are?
No, I think we need 2. That's it. I mean, it's naturally the pole winners and the winners. And we have that race, the All-Star event, which is one of the most exciting, if not the most exciting venue at Charlotte Motor Speedway. that we have is that race coming up in May.
And I got to give a shout out to my other brother, Kenny Schrader. He won this event in 1989 and 1990. I think it's great that somebody like that who has won this race 1-2 times can still be in it. So I'm be rooting Kenny Schrader on the number 49 tonight. And he's a great drafter. So don't ever count that team out.
88.
Yep, nice work by Kenny Schrader. Hey, and guess what? I bet you guys can guess this. Guess who has the best finishing average ever in this Budweiser shootout? Dale Earnhardt Sr. averaged better than a third-place shootout, third-place finish in 12 of these shootouts. Hey, folks, we're going to leave here and go inside the racetrack to get you the feeling up close and personal of what's going on as we get ready for this all-star shootout. We're going to go into the fan zone. We're going to take a quick golf cart ride. We'll be back in just a moment.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway here at the season kickoff edition of NASCAR Race Day. Now, of course, our guys have left the set as we get ready for the Budweiser shootout. They're making their way into the fan zone. While Hermie Sadler and myself are still right here in the garage area, we'll give them a few minutes to get reset as they make their way in. But I want to talk a little bit about Jeff Gordon. Now, of course, this is the 500 car in the garage area, but the 24 car that's on the grid getting ready for the Budweiser shootout is on the other side of the garage. And now let's talk about some of these cars. Now, this car here for the shootout for this week, this is the car that won at Talladega last year, and they will be using that car for the Daytona 500. You see Steve Letarte in the background. Talking to Jason Burdett, the new car chief that took over. They had a rough night, as we talked to Chad Knaus earlier. The car that they're running tonight for the Budweiser shootout is a backup car that they won at Darlington. So it is a winning car, but of course those new cars, you're able to use them at both speedways and short tracks. So it'll be interesting to see how the race works out tonight, as we hear more from that camp and how much they've been working the midnight oil, burning the midnight oil. But another team that did that too was Joe Gibbs Racing. They've been working on their equipment through the night, working on getting their car fixed on the 20 car. The 11 car had damage. And we'll hear from Joe Gibbs, who's back full-time with Joe Gibbs Racing, as he has left the Washington Redskins, back full-time in NASCAR. We'll hear from him in the real deal later on. But Hermie, have you caught up with JD?
Well, I do have JD Gibbs. And JD, you guys started making news last year with the switch to Toyota. Started making news already this week with stuff going on the racetrack. But tonight, it's time to get to racing. What a great job your guys have done preparing 3 teams solidly with Toyota. And looks like you guys have done your homework.
Yeah, no, hey, we're just here to keep things exciting. That's what our guys do. But, no, we really, we feel good where we are. You know, GM has been a great partner for many years. We're really excited about our relationship with Toyota. They've been great getting to know those guys. Hey, we have 3 good cars, you know, for 2 good cars tonight, and we think we have 3 good cars for next week too. So, real encouraging start of the year. All the tests went well, and that's all you can hope for.
Well, you guys are big about teamwork, obviously, in your careers in football and that kind of thing. A lot of news by bringing in Kyle Busch. How has he meshed with Tony Stewart and Denny Hamlin?
Kyle's been great, really. And I didn't know him well before we started this process. What he's done a good job of, when we first went through the whole process and we talked to Denny and Kyle, who do we need to get? And they said, there's one guy you have to get. You got to go get Kyle. He's going to make us better. And so I think you've seen that. All those guys are really going to work well together. They communicate better together. And I think that's going to be a big lift for all our teams.
The switch to Toyota was talked about for a lot of different reasons. Did you look at this as an opportunity for Joe Gibbs to be #1 in the pecking order for Toyota, to be better compete with the Hendricks and the other top organizations? Or do you think there was other reasons why this move was important?
I think there's some of that. You know, I think when we came in this sport, hey, the reality of it was Hendrick's been dominant for a long time. And so we came in 17 years ago, and we knew where we were on the pecking order. And now you kind of know, hey, you still look at it, and rightfully so, they're still kind of #1 group. I think it does help our guys, you know, to be kind of, you know, what you say, the dominant team right now on the Toyota side. All those teams have been great to work with. I think for us, you know, we have 440 employees. And the biggest thing I feel is I never want to walk in there and say, hey, we made some bad decisions, we're closing down. And so for us going forward, we feel like this is the best thing for us as a business. We don't want to sell it. We don't want to, you know, bring in new ownership. We want to keep JGR going. And we think across the board, that was our goal.
These guys have done a lot of work through the winter to get ready, and their fruits of their labor will be shown tonight on the racetrack in the Budweiser shootout. Wendy?
Thanks, Hermie. They do have a long season ahead of them, but what a great task for Joe Gibbs Racing to take on. They want to get Toyota to victory lane, and I think they can do it for 2008. We'll have more. It could start tonight right here with the Budweiser Shootout. Check out the guys. They're getting nice and cozy right there on the set inside the fan zone. We'll be back on race day. Welcome back to NASCAR Race Day here for the Budweiser Shootout as that backup car for Kurt Busch gets pushed down pit road. And how about our guys on the set on NASCAR Race Day? They're getting settled in into their homes too. Well, a minute ago we were talking to J.D. Gibbs about the big switch to Toyota. You know, the biggest two stories of 2007 was the fact that Dale Jr. went to Hendrick Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing switched to Toyota. Well, how did that move go? We decided to catch in with Coach Joe Gibbs and talk about that move and how he is now coming home. First off, Coach, welcome back. There's been a lot of changes going on here. A new driver, new sponsor, new manufacturer is the biggest change. Do you even recognize the place?
I got to tell you, JD, when I was here, I couldn't get him to do anything. He would not add on. He wouldn't add to anything. He was always talking about the budgets. I left, and he blew the whole place apart. No, we've made a lot of changes. JD keeps me updated on everything that's going on. Plus, I had a chance to come back and forth. So this is hugely in our family. Matter of fact, we got everything we got invested in this, so it's a big deal for us.
Since you've been gone and JD was running the place, how do you see your role coming back into play so you don't disrupt the ship, so to speak?
Yeah, believe me, I won't disrupt it. I think before, my background and everything is I grew up, like I said, coaching. So when I came to racing, I realized where I could help. And where I could help is with sponsors, doing whatever I can there to keep our sponsors happy, keep the resources coming in to the race team so we can pay the bills, and helping to pick the people. And so, I see myself kind of fitting right back into that. JD and everybody, the senior management group here, just ran everything great. What I can add, we'll kind of see. Like I said, they'll probably shove me off in a corner at some point, but I'm going to do whatever I can to try and help the race team. It's important to me.
Well, I just want to say, first of all, to everybody here, hey, if something goes wrong this year, it wasn't my fault. I wasn't here, okay? Actually, I think what's going to happen, I'm going to get blamed for everything in Washington and everything down here.
Is JD worried that you're going to bug him a little bit now that you're back right next to his office?
JD has a way about him, and it's kind of, Pat and I always kind of laugh when he puts that finger up. When he does that, I back off. But he doesn't do it very often. But no, I think we had a good working relationship.
Now that you've been back for a few weeks, do you feel you've made the right decision to come back home, or are you still trying to figure that out?
No, I definitely feel like I made the right decision. I think it was the right time for me. I knew when I went to football it was going to be for a limited amount of time, and I felt like now's the time. I'd love to have been able to win a championship. It didn't work out that way, but it was important for me to get back here.
And what good timing for Coach Gibbs. What a big move for him to come home. And as our guys are coming home to their new set in the fan zone, want to talk about Coach Gibbs making that move to you guys. Was it the right time? This is the year of change, it seemed like. And is this the year that Joe Gibbs Racing should have switched to Toyota? Is the timing right? That's the question I want to pose to you guys on the set.
Wendy, what Joe Gibbs Racing stands for clearly is class. They always have, and they've always been at the top of the heap, and wherever Joe Gibbs has been, he's been at the top of the heap. And we said often last year as, oh, wait, we used to be there, Jimmy.
What happened?
Well, we disappeared.
Oh,
got a quick golf cart ride through the tunnel and inside. Now we're in the fan zone.
All right.
With several thousand of our closest race fan friends here. Hey, but guys, Wendy makes a great point about Joe Gibbs. Is it the right time for him to do what he's doing right now? J.D. Gibbs did a fantastic job last year as those guys were championship contenders once again. They won races. Now they've added one of the best drivers in the business to their stable.
They didn't compete at the level they could have. Roush did that last year. If you think back when Roush come on our set in Michigan, he says, hey, I'm responsible. I think that Joe Gibbs making the move now is what that organization needs. I think that they have 3 great drivers, but I think they need a leader. I think you look at Tony Stewart and you look at Denny Hamlin, they make a lot of mistakes, a lot of tempers. And I think Kyle Busch is the same way. So
that was
Kyle
that
just
was
threw
Kyle
some crackers
Busch.
at you.
But my point is that Joe Gibbs, he's a people person. He's a reader. He's a head coach. 3-time Super Bowl champion. That's what they needed, Kenny. I believe the leadership, that was escalate that team leaps and bounds. They will compete for the championship without a question.
Let me tell you what kind of guy Joe Gibbs is. You know, Washington Redskins say, hey, we need you to turn this horrible organization around. This is how great of a man he is. He finally, in the 3rd year, gets them back in the playoffs, and he says, okay, I think everything's in place. I think your draft picks look good. I think the front office looks good. Then he leaves. Joe Gibbs done his job for the Washington Redskins. Now he comes back home to do what is his passion now.
And guys, when you talk about manufacturers, if you talk about Chevrolet, the Hendrick Group is the top of the heap.
No question.
So with Joe Gibbs at Chevrolet, does he have to make a move to another manufacturer so then he can rise to the top of the heap? And is the Toyota move the right thing?
Toyota,
obviously so, right?
Toyota's move was the right thing. There is not a better team Toyota could have picked, without a question. And there's no doubt the Hendricks organization, the Roush organization, and the Gibbs organization, top 3. The rest of you, I don't know where you fit in. Bottom line is that Toyota camp right now, they are going to escalate leaps and bounds. Simply from the standpoint of the Toyota organization in California and everything that they've got, and that Gibbs organization and Zipadelli and Makar and everybody will really, man, it's going to be tough.
Spencer, I'm going to explain this the way I see people in life be successful. You ever know those real estate people where they'll buy land and then like 20 years later, you know, like 20 years ago, they bought it for $10,000 an acre. Then 20 years later, they sell it for $1 million an acre. That's what Joe Gibbs just did. He's the main man now at Toyota. And 5 and 8 years from now, he is going to be in the catbird seat. See, the thing about Joe Gibbs is he can foresee the future.
Visionary.
The reason that man right there went to Toyota, because he will be in the catbird seat, just like those great real estate moguls. He positioned himself because he will be #1 at Toyota.
And they are already showing that they're very strong. If you look at testing and if you look at the other types of practices we've had so far, it's been the Joe Gibbs Toyotas that have had the best speeds and the best numbers.
Well, we think back to the years when some of these drivers have had problems, and the owners always stepped in to fix it. Joe Gibbs is that nucleus that they needed, Johnny, and I just can't say enough. I'm very proud of him as a friend, but most of all, his leadership roles are second to none.
Now, folks, in order to stop Kyle Busch from throwing crackers at Jimmy's we're going to bring him on with us. Kyle's standing by on the way. He promises not to hurt Spencer along the way, folks. We'll be back and talk to Kyle himself in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Under a sliver of a moon, this is NASCAR Race Day, built by the Home Depot, as we're getting closer and closer to the 30th Bud Shootout. Started as the Busch Clash back years ago, and it is a rockin' event here. Back in 2005 at California, Kyle Busch became the youngest man ever to win a NASCAR, at the time, Nextel Cup race. And also, he was the first ever to win a NASCAR Car of Tomorrow race. Now it's the Car of Today, and today Kyle Busch joins us in the Sprint Fan Zone. Kyle, thanks for coming by.
No problem, man. Thanks for having
fun out here with us?
I am having fun. It's a great time. The fans are all energetic and ready to go for this Budweiser Shootout here tonight, and excited about being able to watch it on TV.
Hey, Kyle, let me ask you. You just simply seem to have not lost a beat. You guys finished very strong in the chase last year with Hendrick Motorsports. You go over to Gibbs Racing, and now here you are back at the top of the heap when it comes to practice time and testing. I know those don't pay paychecks, but certainly it's got to be a boost of confidence.
It is. It's a boost of confidence, and it's a it sets well with everybody back at the shop. You know, they're all pumped up having me come over there, and they're really excited about the opportunity to be able to work with me. Same with myself, being able to work with them. But you know, when you get through the off-season testing with the Atlanta stuff, Daytona, California, and Vegas, we were fast in all of them. And it just made it so worthwhile with the M&M's Camry to be able to run up front like that. And hopefully that can just translate into more of the season and not necessarily just being able to run that well in off-season.
You know, Kyle, as high-profile driver as you were for Hendricks, it seemed to be very peaceful. A lot of people wanted to make it sound like it was not a peaceful finish. You drove your heart out, still winning and still competing for the championship. But yet it was very low profile, the switch to Gibbs.
It was, but, you know, I'm a low-profile driver. I'm not high quality like Dale Earnhardt Jr. So, you know, I've got a little bit of the down here going on, so I'm happy with that and pleased with the way everything went. You know, the transition went very smoothly. Everything's gone great. The people at Gibbs have been awesome and really great to be able to work with as well, too. And, you know, the translation between myself and Steve Addington with the way we've been able to work together has been cool, and the guys have done an awesome job, and so it's been fun.
Kyle, we're here in the Budweiser Party Zone. Thousands of people here. All this activity going on. I mean, what does it make you feel like not being in the Bud Shootout tonight?
Well, heck, man, I'm mad. I'm mad.
Yeah.
I want to be in the Budweiser Shootout tonight.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah, I mean, heck, the guys and I, we're back at the motorhome. You know, we're popping M&Ms and NOS energy drink here and having a good old party back there. But, I mean, I've got a quarter of the field in the pool already tonight, so I'm pulling for my quarter really big.
You know, you were the guy to win the first ever Car of Tomorrow race, and your comments were, man, it's just terrible. We have to race that car all 36 races. What can we expect?
Well, I think, you know, from going from the old car to the new car, you know, back and forth throughout the season, they drove so much completely different that now that you're in the same car, you can get a sense of being able to drive the same thing week in and week out. You go from here to California to Vegas and then into Atlanta, and then you get some short tracks with Bristol and Martinsville. So being able to drive at the same time all week long, or all year long, excuse me, you know, it's going to make it a lot easier of the transition back and forth to different racetracks.
Hey, Kyle, one of the coolest things I've always thought about Joe Gibbs Racing was the fact that when they get back to the shop, everybody wears Joe Gibbs. Nobody wears M&M's or Home Depot. It's all for one for all. Are you finding out with the drivers as well, with the fiery competitors of Tony Stewart and Denny Hamlin? How are you guys getting along?
Well, that's been the great thing so far is, you know, we've kind of materialized and have thought about it and sat down and was like, it's about Joe Gibbs Racing. You know, it's not about ourselves here. It's not about Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart, Kyle Busch, anything like that. You know, we're going out there to help make Joe Gibbs Racing a better racing organization and also to make it a more competitive one in order to go out there and beat the rest of the field. You know, we've got 40 other competitors out there every weekend, and we're racing against them just as hard as we are each other. But, you know, if we can make each other better and finish 1, 2, 3 every week, that's what we want to do.
Explain to me the situation of a multi-car team. You know, do the 3 drivers and 3 crew chiefs all meet together and discuss what's going on?
Well, I'm going to make that happen, or I'm going to try to, because last year we had our Hendrick meetings that we'd all get together, the crew chiefs, the engineers, the drivers, and we'd all sit down and talk about it. And I've already made that suggestion to JD, and we're going to try to work it out to where we can get together and do it after final practice. But see, sometimes final practices are so tight between that time and the beginning of the Busch race that you really can't get there and get the meeting done in time. So, you know, we'll try to work on that, make it what we can, and get all 3 drivers, all 3 engineers, all 3 crew chiefs together so we can talk about all the practices and everything leading up to that point in order to get ready for Sunday.
Hey, Kyle, we know you like to be low profile, but the highest profile thing that's happened so far this week is your brother and your teammate getting a skirmish out on the racetrack. Do you just try to stay out of that thing?
You know how great this NOS thing is right now?
Hey, and another thing, don't forget, I like M&M's, and you did not bring me any.
I got them in the golf cart. I'll bring them up.
Okay.
Hey, I got to ask you about something that everybody talks about. You know, last year you went to Eldora, the dirt track. You came to our racetrack in Macon, Illinois. I want to talk about your car control. People throughout the United States that are real racers, and everybody in that garage area realize how much incredible car control you have. Where did you learn to drive loose and wiggly? And I'm going to tell you what, people go, he's going to wreck. No, he's not. Yep. No, he didn't wreck. Where did you learn car control like you've got?
I don't know. I guess
was it from God?
I think it was from God, but I think my mom and dad had a good part of it too. No, I mean, racing as many different things as I did as a kid, I think brought a lot to it. You know, Legends cars, Dwarf cars, both dirt and pavement, and then IMCA modifieds, both dirt and pavement. And they all were in different weekends, back and forth all the time. You know, whenever we could race, we would race. And being able to learn the different car control of all those different vehicles and be successful in all those different vehicles just translate into bigger and better things as you go throughout your future.
So for all those young kids watching out there, it's good for them to race, and not rush to get here. So that leads me up to my next question. NASCAR is talking about maybe down the road you have to be 21 years old maybe to run in the NASCAR Sprint Series. A rule was put in place because of you. You were so young, they said, hey, you have to be 17 years old. What is your thought now, since you went through that, about maybe this new 21-year-old rule?
Well, NASCAR's got their discretion on what they want to do with the way you go through the approval process. There's an approval process for everybody, and some guys have to go. That's why everybody's got to go through the Daytona ARCA race in order to get ready for, you know, some 2-mile bush races or some 2.5-mile cup stuff and whatever. And I had to go through the same ordeal in order to race trucks, in order to race bush. And so there's a stepping ladder there. And so NASCAR has that at their discretion. And if they think if somebody is good enough that is under 21 years old, I think it's fine to let them run. I think what they're most worried about, though, is the pressures of the series and the sponsors and everything else that's involved besides the on-track stuff. I think that's their reasoning of things.
Kyle, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. Wish you had more time to talk with you, but best of luck this season with your new endeavor. All right, folks, that's Kyle Busch, new ride this year, a new host, one of the best in the business.
49-21, I got a quarter of the field.
A championship contender every time. Folks, Sister Hazel is rocking the front stretch in a little while. The 28 brothers
Sister
in racing
Hazel.
will be racing on the front stretch today. Tonight, a whole mass of fortunate fans will witness the 30th running of the Bud Shootout. It's the first competitive racing of the year for the Sprint Cup Series. It's a winner-take-all dash for the cash. Some $215,000 will go to the winner tonight among the pole sitters from 2007 and the past winners of this all-star event. It is nowadays under the lights at Daytona, and it takes us back to the roots of racing. The story so far this weekend, though, has been wrecks in the practice sessions for this race. And we had a lot of teams going to backup cars, and for more on that, we now bring in our good friend Hermie Sadler, who has been patrolling the garage area all weekend long. And Hermie, we have seen so many cars get torn up in 2 practice sessions, but we also along the way saw a lot of close calls.
Well, the bottom line is the wrecks we've seen so far, the tracks didn't cause them and the cars didn't cause them, drivers did. But look at this right here, Michael Waltrip right in the middle of a 3-wide pack. Used to didn't see cars getting loose right in the middle of a pack like that. A product of these race cars, not as much grip, not as much downforce, putting it right back in the hands of the drivers, which is exactly what we want.
Now, we saw a lot of wrecking going on in the later practice, though, but in the earlier practice, we saw some great driving going on by some of the best in the world. Watch Kurt Busch work this wheel.
That's absolutely great car control. The average guy would have caused a big wreck there. He did a great job.
And what caused that was he had too much shim stack on his shocks. In other words, his car was bottoming out on his shocks. It was bang, bang, and then all of a sudden the car came around. They fixed that. His car should be better tonight.
All right, guys, so what are we going to see tonight? Are we going to see more cars bouncing around and getting in each other?
Well, I think we are. You know, it's like Hermie said, the drivers caused some problems, and I agree with him. But the thing is watching these practice runs, these guys, these cars, the closure rate is so incredible. The braking force they need. They're going to have to figure out how to drop with these cars versus the others. That's the first real true test. These 23 guys tonight, guys, I believe, will definitely show total respect, but yet I think their handling is going to be a big issue.
You know, Hermie, you're moseying around in the garage area, and I know one thing. There's a lot of guys that have not practiced their cars. You know, Ryan Newman hasn't practiced his car. He got it all destroyed. I see that Kurt Busch has not practiced his car. What are they saying in the garage area? What are they doing with their setups?
Well, I think the bottom line is everybody's agenda is different. I talked to Ryan Newman early tonight. He's got a car, never had a lap on the racetrack, a track that he would normally take to a different kind of racetrack. The one thing that I've heard, I talked to Chad Canals, trying to find out why these cars get ill handling so much after a few laps. He said, Hermie, 7 or 8 years ago, the bottom line is we wanted to bring as soft a rear spring package as we could bring. NASCAR gives us the rear shocks to go with that combination. Now NASCAR is giving us the rear spring, 500-600 pound rear springs with the same shocks. We might want to go back and revisit the amount of shock we got on the back of these cars to try to settle them down a little bit, JR.
Well, folks, let's get you back down in the garage area right now and check in with Wendy Venturini. Wendy?
Well, drivers are starting to make their way to pit road. You guys are talking about car control and how the track is reacting. We want to bring in Kenny Schrader. Ken, you're the expert here. Talk to us about what's going on with the cars. It seems like they get crazy out of control within a few laps.
Yeah, track's reacting fine. We just got some learning to go through these cars. Right now, everybody's got quite a bit of bounce, and it's moving the cars around a lot, and they are a handful right now, Wendy.
They are a handful, and they're saying toss it back. And hey, Kenny Schrader wanted to know why he wasn't at Volusia's because Kenny Wallace has some work to do here on speed.
Hey, can I show you one thing, though? I got to get this shameless plug in. We got a brand new sponsor for tonight, QTracks.com, over 25 million free legal downloads. So, and I don't want to bend that hood tonight, so we got to be careful with it.
All right, thanks, Kenny Schrader. He got his plug in. We did our job.
Hey, since it's Kenny Schrader, we'll let that one go by. Hermie Sadler, we'll see you just in a moment. We're going to send Hermie down in the pit road area.
And I know Schrader can't count 25 million, Johnny. I know that.
He can too. If you gave him a chance, he certainly can. Hey, folks, he ended up last year's Daytona 500 on his roof. When we come back, it's Clint Bowyer to talk about last season. Race fans, NASCAR Race Day is back with a vengeance. We got 20 more minutes left tonight. We'll be back Thursday leading into the Daytona Duel, Gatorade Duel, as that is live on Speed as well. Then
my favorite races.
Oh, yeah. Back on Sunday with a pre-Daytona 500 edition for 3 hours. It is live, and it is only on Speed. Now, at the end of last year's Daytona 500, this 07 car with Clint Bowyer at the wheel finished on its roof at the Daytona 500 finish line. But this team battled back to show an incredible amount of guts and to finish in contention for the championship. Clint Bowyer joins us now. And Clint, I really think hats got to go off to your team because of what you guys did last year. A rough, disappointing start in Daytona, but you guys battled back, made the chase, and contended for the championship.
Yeah, it was easy to build on the way we started at Daytona, but I'm just really proud of everything we were able to accomplish last year. I feel like we came a long ways in a short amount of time. Gil and everybody on the Jack Daniels Chevrolet team just been doing such a good job for me. I'm really proud to be a part of this thing.
Clint, you have two other teammates, Kevin Harvick and Jeff Burton. You are the only driver to be in the Bud Shootout tonight. Explain to us, we seen Jeff Burton hanging out with you in the garage area last night. Kevin Harvick, I guess you were sharing information with him to get him up to speed?
Well, I mean, that's what teamwork's all about. And, you know, I'm so fortunate to have two good teammates that want to be involved. You know, I remember last year when I wasn't in it, I was trying to learn from them. And it always seems like I've been the one that learned from them and never was able to contribute anything. And over the last year, you know, I think the old third is finally, you know, putting their 2 cents in. So really excited to be a part of everybody's, you know, the organization at RCR and what we got going and moving forward in the future.
You know, Clint, I think that finally we can put to rest these people saying, who's Clint Bowyer? You proved it last year. You're the #1 team of Richard Childress, 17 top 10 finishes, 3rd in the points. What can we expect this year out of the RCR organization?
Well, I just want to, you know, build on what we had. Like I say, I learned a lot last year. We kept getting better and better. I think we have a lot of room to grow as we move on. And I just want to get, you know, Daytona is so hard because you want to, this is the Super Bowl. This is the one you want to win more than anything. But you need to get out of here with a good points base established. You know, you need to start the season off on the right foot. So a lot of things going on right here. But, you know, 50th run of the Daytona 500, you don't get that opportunity very often to win that one.
Hey, Clint, we saw so many cars bouncing around the racetrack over the past couple of days, and we've also heard a lot from the drivers. From your standpoint, how are those things running out there, and what have you seen?
Well, one of them was mine bouncing off of, but, you know, it is what it is, and Speedy Reedy going by. Sound like the cops. But, you know, I'm just looking forward to learning tonight and seeing what we got, and hopefully something like that doesn't happen again. But if it does, hopefully I guess I'll be ahead of it, hopefully.
Hey, Clint, this is the 50th running of the Daytona 500. It is a big deal. People throughout the United States clamoring to get passes. What about everybody back in Emporia, Kansas? Is your dad, who's all down here?
Yeah, Mom and Dad's down here. Old Pops, he'll be up in the spotter stand watching, I'm sure. He always preaches to me after the races, tell me what I did wrong. So
hopefully... mine too. My father does the same thing.
And when I do good, that's exactly how he'd have done it. When I do bad, boy, it's a tongue lashes.
So have you used all your passes up? You know, every driver, whether it's the Sprint Series or the Nationwide Series, every driver gets 6 passes. Have you used those and more up for your family and friends?
Oh, yeah. I'm loaded up for Daytona, but the family's coming down. You always got to have family and friends around. That's what it's all about.
Clint, you know, with the current car we have now, the Nextel Cup car, all 36 races, what do you think this format's going to be for the drivers and the crew chiefs all year long, knowing that every week it's the same thing?
I think, you know, everybody has to hit their marks now. There's no more, you know, half anything. It's got to be 100% on everybody's part. The pit crew, the guy, you know, the crew chief on top of the box, and certainly us inside the car got to give it 100%. And if anything goes wrong, it's not going to be enough.
Clint, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate your time.
Good luck,
and best of luck
buddy.
in that Bud Shootout.
All right, boys. Thanks.
And Clint will be making his 74th NASCAR Sprint Cup start in the Daytona 500 coming up here in about a week. It's hard to imagine that time flies by that fast, but in those 74 races, Clint Bowyer sure has made the most of it. When we come back to NASCAR Race Day built by the Home Depot, we're going to take you into the middle of all the action down on pit road as we get ready for this all-star shootout.
Welcome back to NASCAR Race Day here at Daytona International Speedway, where we are getting you closer for the Budweiser Shootout. 23 guys make history tonight for the largest field in the Budweiser Shootout. The cars are lined up on the grid. The fans have made their way down here and to the fan zone. The crowd, man, it's getting wild out there. But I have drivers going by me, and J.J. Yaley, I stopped him, and I want to hear about your race car. Of course, you got the pole at Michigan last year, which qualifies you for the Budweiser Shootout. What does this race mean to you, and what's your goal?
Well, my car's now a Toyota. It's blue and black. It's sponsored by DLP.
And you're still a smart aleck.
This race would mean a lot. I mean, obviously, you win this race, you can continue to come back for years to come as long as you got something to drive. And, you know, I'm just hoping I have something left at the end of the day. You know, we brought 3 cars. The main goal was if we still had 3 cars when they threw the green flag tonight, that this car was dedicated to the Bud Shootout. And that meant if we had to take it home on a flatbed or in a little box, that's what we were going to do. Obviously, that's not what we want to do, but going off all the way to the 2 practices looked yesterday, I think it could definitely happen. So the car was really good. I think that's something important, but the cars really seem to slide around a lot during the day, but they seem good at night, so hopefully it'll be good.
So it's an advantage for you, it sounds like, and what are you learning from the shootout practice and being able to race the shootout and get you prepared for the 500 next week, knowing you're with a new team, new manufacturer, new crew chief, all in one?
Just try to learn a bit about these COT cars here at Daytona. The cars slide around a lot more than the conventional cars do. They don't go through the bumps very good. They handle so much differently around each other. You know, when we tested here, we only had 10 cars at most in a pack. You know, we were almost a second faster yesterday than we were when we tested here. So, you know, there's a little bit of a tire issue with some guys. I know we have a couple issues, so I'm hoping everything goes through okay.
All right, thanks, JJ, and I'm glad he didn't have an air horn this interview. JJ's always great to talk to. Hermie, talk about that. I mean, drivers, they are learning a lot. This is a new thing, our new car, and racing here at night for the Budweiser Shootout, there's a lot of notes that can be taken.
No question about that, Wendy. And these guys are ready to go racing, especially you guys, Tony Eury Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr. Did you ever think 1 year ago that you'd be at Hendrick Motorsports, crew chief in the car for Dale Earnhardt Jr. here at Daytona?
No, I mean, it's kind of extraordinary the way things happen. I mean, me and Dale just talked about it a lot. You know, it's where your life and where your career takes you. So we're real excited to be here with Hendrick Motorsports, and these guys here, they've been great. I've known them for the last 4 months. So, you know, we've been together and built some great cars. Now we're just ready to do it and see if we can get us a win right here.
Tell us about your car. You look like you're pretty excited about it. Things in practice, you guys have missed some of the excitement so far. Just want to get to the front tonight. How's your car?
Yeah, we hollered uncle after that second one, but I mean, it's basically, car is running exceptionally well. He was happy with it off the truck. We got a good car for the 500 tomorrow, and you know, we got to miss some big ones. I mean, hopefully everybody's calmed down a little bit from last night, but you know, the cars are a lot different, and drivers, they'll adjust to them. But I mean, I'm really happy with how strong our car is.
You guys have had a lot of success at Daytona over the years. What have you had to do different with this car to get it where Dale Jr. can drive it? Always good in the draft, but what's different about these cars, and how do they react to what you're doing to it? It's different from what the last year's car did.
Well, I mean, you just got to pay attention to the gear ratios and how the car's pulling up. You know, you got bump stops now, so you got to make sure the car doesn't bounce around and you don't get too much. I mean, you could have a possibility of suspension failure or something like that. So basically, you just got to take all that stuff into account and just come up with a nice package. And that's what we worked really hard at Speed Week testing. So, and it's paying off.
Wendy Venturini, I know these guys would like nothing better than to start this relationship with Hendrick Motorsports right over in Victory Lane tonight.
That's for sure, Hermie, and a guy that doesn't have to work too hard at that communication and that relationship is Bob Osborne, because he, of course, is still with Carl Edwards. Bob, talk about the Budweiser Shootout. What can you possibly learn? It seems like a lot of hard work when I talked to Chad Knaus, a lot of fixing of cars the last 24 hours.
Yeah, that's for sure. We weren't too lucky to get through practice without tearing the car up a little bit. You know, we stayed a little late last night and bent some things around to get them back into place, and got to come in a little early today to do the same thing, and got the Office Depot Ford Fusion shined up a little bit, and hopefully we have a fair night.
All right, thank you, Bob. And one thing I want to tell you, race fans, Bob Osborne is always on pit road before the start of the race. I always can talk to him, always find him. He just likes to take it all in and just relax before any race. Johnny?
Wendy, thanks a lot. And going back to what Hermie was talking about with the two juniors, Dale Jr. and Tony Eury Jr., remember, over the past decade, it's been Hendrick Motorsports or Dale Earnhardt Jr. that has won the majority of these restrictor plate races, and now they're together on one team. We'll be back in just a moment to get you right back down in the middle of the action as we count down to the Budweiser Shootout.
Thursday, who makes the cut and who heads north? Our man Herm better go fast. He'll give you the skinny, then try to make it into Sunday's big show. Will he settle the score? Live from the Duels, NASCAR race day built by the Home Depot.
NASCAR Race Day is built by the Home Depot, NASCAR's home improvement warehouse. Brought to you in part by Geico, where 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Advance Auto Parts. Keep the wheels turning.
70 laps of an all-out shootout tonight will end in victory lane, and we will be there with you. As you see, the stage will be set behind us. Somebody will be very happy taking home a big check, and we'll have all the action for you tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, live from Daytona in the first edition of this year's NASCAR Victory Lane on Speed. Now, Kenny Wallace, what are you going to be looking for tonight? What are you going to be watching as the green flag waves?
Watch this. I want everybody to zoom in. Look, the guy who does not wreck. The guy that does not wreck will probably win the race.
Are you saying we're going to have a wreck fest out there?
Spence, I think it's going to be crazy.
I never get in trouble. The 20 strong, the 99 strong, 88, Dale Earnhardt.
Let's now go back to Wendy. Wendy, take it away.
Hey guys, this is the time of the show where I love to get the drivers and wrangle them and talk to them right before they get in the car, but guess what? They are not here. They are all on this stage, that Budweiser shootout stage. They're behind that paper. They're waiting to bust out. So guess what? I found a driver. I found Hermie Sadler.
Yeah, I'm a driver, Wendy. I'll talk to you.
All right, talk to me. What's going to happen in the race?
We don't know, and that's the cool thing about this Budweiser shootout, Wendy, is that these guys got new cars, most of them with new teams, some with cars that hadn't even been on this racetrack due to the accidents this past weekend. A lot of fast cars starting in the back. Anything can happen and probably will.
Well, Hermie, just want to say the music has stopped. The lights have begun. Do you hear it? Guess what, race fans? This means the drivers are coming out. We have flames going off and fireworks. Budweiser shootout is about to begin.
What a beautiful sight that is, the fireworks and the flame, as 23 of the world's best drivers get ready to do battle on one of the most famous racetracks anywhere, the Daytona International Speedway. It's 70 laps of an all-out shootout for a lot of cash on the line, and believe me, these guys will go all out. Real quick, Spencer, who's going to win this thing?
I said the 88 car, and you can't wait till Thursday. You think tonight's exciting? Wait till Thursday.
Kenny Wallace, who's going to win?
I want my other brother, Kenny Schrader, to pull a big upset.
Oh, man, that would be great.
To win. Kenny Schrader.
Anything can and will happen after 70 laps of all-out racing. It's racing back to its roots Saturday night under the lights. For everybody here on